Well, hello, my beautiful Librans. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-January right through to mid-February 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Librans, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who's coming in your way. Also, I just want to apologize for the delay in this reading. Everything is a little bit behind because I did have like a power outage just before, the beginning of the year, and that set everything back, and then I got a bit of a seasonal cold. So you can probably still hear it in my voice, but I'm nearly back to best, and here we are. So let's get moving straight away on your reading and see what is going on there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know regarding their singles love life? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay. As soon as I touch this card, I'm actually seeing an image of a heart with lots of barbed wire around it. Okay. So this can indicate some level of pain or sadness. Some of you may have had a separation. How would you like to receive? Okay, I'm being given that this is the order. Normally, I would take it as it sort of comes, but I'm being given that that's the order there. Okay, yes, that's the order. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. And by they, I mean my guides, okay? And we have commitment. Now, I can see why they wanted it in that order, but we'll get there when we get there, okay? Yes, they're showing me in the water because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. They're showing me an image of a heart with barbed wire around it. So this can indicate some level of sorrow, that you perhaps have had some sort of heartbreak in the past and you've been healing your heart, or you've been feeling that you are cautious about opening your heart moving forward. So some of you may have taken yourself out of the dating scene for a little while because you've been healing from something. Now, of course, that's not going to resonate with everyone, but there may be a reason why that symbol is relevant for you in particular, a heart with barbed wire around it. Now, it could indicate that, if you like tattoos, for example, you may meet someone who's got a tattoo with a heart and barbed wire around it, or perhaps you have that. It could also be a sign or a symbol that you'll see just before you meet someone new, because these images that I'm given, I have to decode them and they can be relevant later on down the line. Like, for example, you could be about to meet somebody and then you see that on a billboard, or someone gives you a card with it on it, or a sticker or something like that, and then suddenly you meet someone new. But it can also indicate that it's relevant to the person that you're about to meet. Or even if you go on a date, for example, with someone new, there could be a picture of like a heart with barbed wire around it in the restaurant. So look out for it as a sign. It may not be relevant to you right now, but in the next 6 weeks, suddenly you could see an image of it, and then it becomes relevant to your story because it indicates you're about to meet your soulmate, okay? So I'm just going to move on with respect with that image there. But we have the fox. Now, the fox is an interesting card. It tends to be a very solitary energy, okay? Someone who endures a lot, goes through difficult times, and, comes out on top. Someone who thrives and survives in difficult circumstances. So I feel that's something that perhaps you have dealt with. I feel like you're focusing on your projects. I feel like, you've been focusing on you, and I feel like you have been patiently waiting for love, but I feel like you've been getting on with your life. This card in particular this can indicate, that for some of you, you have experienced someone who either tried to manipulate you in some way, or someone who had hidden intentions. It could also indicate trust issues. You may feel that someone has, lied to you or been a little bit loose with the truth in the past. But this is your protagonist energy. So this can indicate that some of you are like off grid, or even, and don't shoot the messenger when I say this, there may be something about you that when you meet someone new, you may have trouble like telling that person. So for example, and I'm only giving an example, I'm going to pull a card on it because I'm actually not getting too much energy regarding this, but it is there, so I have to mention it. So, for example, if you're a certain age and you're meeting someone new, you may find it hard to, disclose your full age, right? I'm just giving something really small, but it could be something like you're holding back on something, okay? For some of you, it could be that you've been through a very traumatic experience in love, and it's something that is very private, and, you feel it's hard to open up to, people when you meet them, especially when it comes to a love situation. You may be like, you know what, that's off limits until you really feel like you can trust that person with your story. So I'm just going to pull a card on it because number 14, it's temperance energy. So this is about patience, it's about balance, it's about harmony. But, the fox is someone who is very shrewd, very clever. You're waiting for the one, you're not going to settle for second best. But also I'm getting this energy of you kind of like going off grid, or perhaps, not wanting to disclose something about yourself. Okay, so again, it's not going to resonate. Like, as I said, I'm getting the temperance energy, especially since it's number 14 there. So a lot of you are focusing on your true life's mission and path. You're focusing on your purpose. But I mean, we've got the moon there, which is like hidden, okay, hidden energy. I mean, we've got the Knight of Wands there, which is like basically, it's someone who may have like ghosted you in the past. I mean, we've got the Ten of Swords there. It could be like someone that you ended a situation with. Sometimes they come in and, try to reconnect with you, and, you're tempted perhaps, or, it's almost like you're holding on to something, but I feel it's some sort of pain from the past. And again, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but I feel it's something that you're processing. It's deeply personal to you. And, you don't need to share that with anybody. So it's not like you're hiding something. It's like, there will be a moment of disclosure when you feel comfortable to do that. So don't ever feel pressurized to, bear all on a first, second, third date, or even like, we're all separate, individual, independent human beings. And if we feel that we don't want to disclose something that is deeply private and personal to ourselves, then we don't have to. So I feel it's very important for you to recognize that, okay? Now, that's not going to resonate with every beautiful Libran out there. I totally understand. But, for some of you, I feel, especially with the Knight of Wands there, it could be that you connected to somebody in the past who was physically very attracted to you. And I feel like there were emotions there, but this person was not emotionally available to be in a deep, long-term relationship with you. So this could be someone who was like back and forth, in and out of your life, or someone that you tried to really make it work with. And, you cannot fathom why this person did what they did. And some of you may be seeking closure on this, but you have to recognize that you have to be strong enough to give yourself closure. And I feel like you are. I feel actually that you have to some degree, but it may pop up from time to time. There's this energy of nostalgia, especially when things are not going the way that you hoped for in life, because we all have disappointments. We all have that up and down energy going on in life, and sometimes it may trigger memories from the past where you thought someone did not respect you, or someone, did not commit to you on the level that you were hoping for commitment, and it can make you feel a little bit low energy, okay? Fluctuation in emotions, because we have the Moon card there. But the Ten of Swords tells me there's something painful that, you keep to yourself, but it is in some way influencing the way you operate in love. And it could indicate, there's a guardedness there, because foxes are very cautious. They don't trust humans. They don't trust, the environment that they're in at the moment, because we've pretty much, done a lot of development as humans, and a lot of the forests and like wildlife kind of homes have been desecrated. So I feel it's almost like for some of you, and this is going a little bit deeper now, this is moving away from the energy from anybody who's like holding back on some information. That's okay. Moving away from that energy now, I'm getting this energy that some of you may have felt like you're out of the dating scene for quite some time. So it's almost like alien to you, like you feel like a fish out of water, or you feel like, this is not the environment where you feel like you're going to find someone new. You're just feeling like on the outsides looking in some way. So you may be feeling a little bit cautious about getting into dating again, especially if you've been out of the dating arena for quite some time. You may even feel like the environment for dating has completely changed, and you're an old soul, very romantic, someone who has, morals, integrity, someone who is in it for the long term, who has a beautiful heart and a lot to offer. And you may feel that, dating right now is really like transient, that people are like almost shopping for people online by, swiping left and right. And of course, to some degree, online dating works for some people, but for some, especially if you're old school or you feel like you're an old soul, old romantic, it may feel like it's not the environment that you thrive in. So you're feeling a little bit cautious about putting yourself back out there again, because I do feel like you've withdrawn in some way, and that is the energy that I'm getting. Now, of course, I'm getting a lot of energies from this card, but I feel, there's just an energy of caution here, okay? It's almost like you've been watching and waiting and maybe occasionally checking in to see if there's anybody out there, but no one's really sparking your attention. No one's got that chemistry. Foxes are so beautiful. Foxes are beautiful creatures. And, if you've ever heard a fox laugh, please, if you're having a bad day, please look up online a fox laughing, because it is the cutest thing. And, that laughter is contagious. It is just unbelievable. So I feel like you are someone who is just a beautiful soul that has so much to offer. You are lovable, but sometimes you may have felt like love has passed you by or disappointed you in some way. And, I feel it's almost like you've released expectation, like perhaps you even feel like you're going to be that independent spirit forever, and that you're not going to find a commitment. But I see it changing completely on a dime for you. I feel suddenly there's an improvement in your love life, and we're going to go deeper and see where you may meet this person with the Celtic cross. But, with the 10 there, 10 is Wheel of Fortune energy, so you may have felt that you had bad luck in love, or that you're feeling really stuck, because this is the Scythe card. It's the equivalent of the Death card, so it can indicate that some of you, there's been a stagnancy in your love life, and you feel a little bit helpless to change your circumstances. But also I feel like you've been going through a very deep process of decluttering your life, doing a major, personal discovery and spiritual awareness. But also, this card can tell me that something got cut really short quite quickly, and maybe even shocked you. It was quite abrupt. So either you were dealing in the past with someone who ghosted you, or someone who like all of a sudden one day woke up and said it's over. So I feel some of you are still trying to process that, and whilst you have healed a majority energy of that, I feel some of you may be a little bit cautious about getting into a deep relationship, and with the thought that what if it ended suddenly again? It's almost like, is it worth putting your heart, your beautiful heart, on the line again for love, and with the potential of it turning out the same way? But I don't see it going that way at all. Remember, what happened in the past is not to be repeated. Every time we actually visualize the past and remember it, we're tapping into that vibration. And whilst it's very important to look back in order to process and heal, we must not remain in the past, because the past is an illusion. It no longer exists. It's a memory in our mind. And whilst, it can cause a lot of damage, and, it influences us and shapes us for who we are and how we operate in love, it's really important to recognize that it no longer holds any power over you in this present moment. And it certainly cannot get in the way of your future happiness. Okay, so there's something there that you're trying to completely cut out of your life, but it's hard. And especially if you've broken up with someone that you were deeply in love with, it can sort of call you back, okay? So I feel some of you are really trying to disconnect from that, and you will. I definitely see it happening for you. Looking at your outcome energy, we've got the stork and we've got the ring. So that means sudden commitment. Suddenly you're going to meet someone and you're going to have a romantic relationship where you either move in together, settle down, get married if that's what you want. With the ring there, it indicates, engagement. So I definitely see that there is a long-term relationship coming in, and, this person is emotionally available to offer you the love that you truly deserve and desire, okay? I mean, some of you may have even broken free from a very manipulative relationship in the past, and you're trying to exert that sense of independence, but at the same time, I feel like you are wary of people's hidden intentions. There is some trust issues that perhaps you've been working through. Now, again, that may not resonate with everyone, and I can't always tap into everybody's story, so the person or people I'm tapping into with this energy, I feel, there's a major breakthrough happening here as well. Now, for some of you, if you've not been in a high-level commitment in the past, some of you may be really cautious, about getting into a relationship because it requires you to be super vulnerable and open, and I totally feel that you are, but at the same time there may be caution about getting hurt. And with the fox energy, foxes tend to be very strong, very savvy, and always sussing people out, their next move. They're very intuitive. So some of you, for example, could have been bullied when you were younger, and you feel that perhaps being so open to a loving relationship, it can trigger some self-doubt. It can trigger this energy of feeling super cautious to connect to something because of previous experiences. Now, some people may say, how can being bullied when you were younger, impact how you operate in love? Well, when you're about to bare your soul to another person, you feel very exposed, okay? And not everybody has the courage to expose themselves in that way. And especially if you feel that someone in your past exposed you in a negative way, it can feel really daunting or raw to have that level of intimacy with another person who's going to see all parts of yourself, okay? All the good stuff, all the bad stuff, the everyday stuff. We're all human. So I feel it's really important to recognize it can trigger things from the past. And even if you witness a bad breakup when you were younger, if you witness parents or guardians separating, divorcing, or being really sly and playing games, you may feel really cautious that love is perhaps that, because that's their narrative, that's their story, but you witnessed it and it influenced you, and it may have in some way made you feel cautious about getting into a deep relationship. So I feel there's a lot going on here in this particular reading, and what I see here is your story is turning around in the most positive of ways, and also the most unexpected of ways, because we have the stork there. The stork represents a long time waiting and watching and just being very still. So you may have felt that this part of your life, your dating life, has just been stagnant or dormant, almost like you've been on autopilot, just getting on with your projects, your responsibilities, and then suddenly there's going to be movement, okay? This card indicates sudden improvement in your circumstances, sudden transition, and hope returning to you as well. Now, I would say, if there's just this energy coming through, when you meet this new person, of course, it's going to be very passionate, very intense, but with the stork present and the fox, it can tell me that there is a high risk of pregnancy if you have the potential to get pregnant, okay? So if you don't want to, go down that route that early, I feel, then take precautions. Okay, that's coming out there for somebody out there. So I'm just going to leave that energy with respect and move away from it. But ultimately, we've got a commitment here. Okay, the ring represents, a bond between two people, a romantic partnership, a promise to love each other through thick and thin, but also marriage. Okay, so I definitely see that you'll get engaged to somebody. It will make progress, this relationship. And I feel the person you're about to meet, they're very serious about a relationship. They want to settle down. They're ready, okay? So let's go to the Celtic Cross and see a little bit more about when this may happen, or, how. See if we can dissect this and see what goes on there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Now, I am tapping into a small percentage of my beautiful Librans who are really not sure whether they want a fling or whether they want a relationship. Okay, so again, it depends on what you want. Everybody is different, of course, but I just am tapping into that. Now, of course, if you want a fling or you want something that is not so serious, then I do feel it's on offer for you. But I feel, being honest and open and saying this is what I want so that everybody's on the same page is important. But the majority energy that I have coming through for my beautiful Librans, I have someone who wants to settle down in a high level commitment. Okay. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. Now, some of you beautiful Librans may already be talking to someone new at the moment, and you're getting to know somebody. And I feel there's part of you that is very cautious about getting to know this person. But this person, I feel like they're fully invested in the connection. And I do feel long term that you have the potential to really confide in this person on a deep level, but that's up to you, okay? You get to choose what you tell that person. Of course, if it's detrimental to their life in some way, then it's really, important to be honest, in my humble opinion. Not everybody's going to agree with me there, but, if it affects someone else's life, then of course it's important to kind of like reveal, right? And that's just me. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm kind of like that blunt truth kind of energy. But of course, if it's not something that may affect that person and it's personal to you, then again, I'm getting this energy that, you don't have to bear all. That's your call. It's your story. You are the person writing the narrative and the script of your story. So I'm just going to move away from the energy. It keeps resurfacing for a reason, but I've addressed it now, so I'll just move on there. We have the Temperance card again, okay? And we have the Ace of Wands. So definitely someone new coming in, very passionate encounter. I mean, we've got Page of Wands energy. So this is someone who is, exciting to be with, someone who's very fun, someone who's very curious about you, someone who actually takes the initiative, and someone who would be a very loyal mate, someone who's very supportive, someone whose commitment is unshakable. Okay, that's what I've got coming in. Now, this person, they may be a little bit younger than you, but I definitely see that, age is not a factor with this person. I feel like you're going to have a lot of fun with this person. And the 10 of Pentacles, it really indicates that you could get married to this person, because 10 of Pentacles is commitment, complete investment. Now let's get to your cards. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah. So kind of undecided energy. There's a flexibility here, an indecision. So if you do have like an ex popping in from time to time, promising you the world and delivering nothing, then you need to ask yourself, is that what you want long term? Because someone once said to me, look at how someone treats you right at the beginning of a relationship. Now look at how they treat you 3 months into the relationship. Now 6 months. Now, if by 6 to 8 months you're really not happy with the way this person treats you, amplify how they're treating you by 10, because in 5 years' time, it's going to get that critical. Because a person, when they're showing you how they truly feel, believe them with their actions, not their words, their actions. So that's coming through very strongly right now, because you need to ask yourself what you're getting out of it if you're not getting what you hoped for. So I feel some of you are having a bit of a dilemma in that respect, but not all of you, of course. 2 of Pentacles can also indicate you have options, okay? I definitely see some of you with the Knight of Swords there, you're talking to somebody new, and I feel you're wondering if this person is the one. I mean, it's opposing a 10 of Swords, so this can indicate that, there's a potential new start with this person. But also I feel with the Ace of Wands present, I feel, if it's not going in the direction that you hoped for at this moment in time, I feel like there is going to be someone else who comes into your life that really captures your attention. And it's a little bit different, because I feel the person, that you're talking to right now, there's a detachedness coming through. So again, you know the relationship that you're connecting to, so please take it as it resonates. But I do see there is also someone, very passionate coming in, someone who's very warm, someone who is, bold and daring, who wants to be by your side. So this new person who's coming in will do everything they can to spend time with you. Okay, that's what's coming through there. With the Two of Pentacles, I feel a lot of you are, trying to be in the flow of life, the rhythm of life. You're juggling a lot of projects. You're trying to find the balance between going out there and having fun and working on your projects or working at your career. I feel like there's an energy of adaptability, okay? But when you get a Two of Pentacles, it indicates that, you're going through some major personal development and growth, and, things are going to develop in unexpected ways when you get a Two of Pentacles. So it's like, remain flexible. I'm really getting an energy here that some of you may be invited to something last minute. And it's like, do you go to it, or do you go, oh, actually, you know what, I'm on my way home from work, I can't. Or you're like, oh, actually, I didn't fancy going out tonight. And if you didn't, and deep down your heart and your soul is saying, stay in tonight, be cozy on the sofa, then listen to your heart and your soul. But if there's a slight whisper of an impromptu invitation and your heart kind of goes, what if you go, though? It could be really exciting. You could meet new people. I feel it's really important to listen to the whisper, okay? Because I feel there's something like very impromptu happening for you when it comes to meeting this new person. Now, the Two of Pentacles also indicates, doing a lot of multitasking, and, it's important that you create space for love. Emotionally, you may be very ready for love because I feel like you've done a lot of personal development and growth. But at the same time, you need to look at your schedule and say, can I commit to a person? Do I have time for that? Because people who are super independent and, got their life all going on and they have not got a relationship, they tend to have a lot of stuff planned, or focus on submerging themselves in work or projects. And, it's really important to create some time or space for love. So if you're not talking to someone new, I feel like there is a potential here for you to meet someone where you do some sort of learning, because you have an Eight of Pentacles there. So it could be a class that you've put yourself on. It doesn't have to be that you're going back to college or university, but it could be. But also I get an energy here. Some of you could be learning about how to write a script or a book, or how you can, upskill in some way, or even do something creative, something passionate that you're, really interested in or curious about right now. Some of you may have plot pointed throughout the year classes that you really want to do on things that have caught your attention. So I feel there's a strong potential for you to meet someone via that. But I feel there's like an impromptu invitation that comes via that. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that. That's the strong energy that's coming through. What's crossing you? We've got the Page of Wands. Now, this indicates that perhaps some of you haven't met anybody new recently, especially if you're not talking to someone new. I'm talking to the people who are currently looking for someone. I'm getting an energy here that you're being bold and daring and doing something different. Your approach to love is different. And when you've got the Page of Wands there, it means that you're going to get very creative. Some of you may embark on a new project. This could be to do with career. So maybe some of you are trying to upskill and want to step into a new role. Or some of you may even decide to pick up a hobby or something that really sparks your attention. But because it's a crossing card, it tells me right now that some of you are, bored with meeting very immature people who don't know what they want, people who are wishy-washy, in and out. They've got one foot in the relationship, one foot out, or make you feel like there has to be a compromise, or make you feel confused, like you don't know where you stand. You're just fed up with those sort of people. But I feel like you're about to meet someone new who really takes the initiative to get to know you, someone who is faithful, someone who's kind. And this person, they're not just a lover, they're also a friend. So it's really important that you build a solid foundation, because pages, they bring new energy. They tend to be new people in your life, people that either you study with or people that you meet that give you really interesting, exciting information. And I feel this person's really eager. There's a new person coming in who's really eager to get to know you better. And they're also going to be very helpful. Okay, this is a big clue to who this person is. So for example, if you meet someone new and you're like, oh, my laptop broke down, they'd be like, you know what, I can help you with that. Or they may say something like, oh, if you just do this, this, and this, then it'll like help you reboot your laptop. And you'll be like, oh, thanks. And they're going to try everything they can to be really helpful because they care and they want to get to know you on a deeper level. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a quick card on that Page of Wands energy for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide Ten of Cups? You're going to be very happy with this person. I feel like you're going to marry this person. You got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This person could have strong fire in their chart, namely Sagittarius energy, but they could also be Leo and Aries. But I feel this person is really like bold. They are fun to be with. They're very exciting. And I feel like they are on a mission to find their life partner, and they find you. So I definitely see that you'll be very happy with each other. The fact that I'm clarifying the Page of Wands and they're coming out with the Ten of Cups, this is the happy ever after. Okay, this is, you know, a peaceful relationship. You're going to be very fortunate together, and both of you, you're going to take pleasure in knowing that you're on the same page and looking in the same direction as to what you want in life as well as in love. Now, deep down, we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so whoever I'm tapping into, Nine of Wands is very cautious. It's like keeping love at arm's length or having a barrier in some way, protecting your beautiful heart, not because you want to, but because you're defending yourself against sadness or pain or rejection because you may have experienced this in the past. This is often referred to as the wounded warrior, someone who has been through something really, traumatic or had an experience where you felt let down and felt that you were on your own in circumstances, and you're very uncertain about opening yourself up to love. However, the Nine of Wands says that you're not giving up on love, okay? Even though you may feel guarded. I feel like you've been building healthy boundaries rather than barriers, okay? And I feel like with the Nine of Wands, I'm really getting an energy of you kind of like standing for what you believe is right. And, you know, this card can also indicate questioning. So when you meet this person, you're going to be like, is this really my person? Okay. Even though your feelings, your emotions are like taking over, there's that logical part of you because you're an air element where you're like, but is this really the one? And I feel, you know, this person's going to show you with action that yes, they are the one, because Page of Wands takes action. You know, they tend to do what they say they're going to do. And for those of you who are already talking to someone, because we've got a Knight of Swords here, some of you may be questioning as to whether this person is the person that you're going to connect to long term. But in the near future, there's a Ten of Swords here. So this tells me that in some way, if you're questioning this relationship and you feel you're not really sure if this is the person for you, when you tap into your emotions, then I feel that's your answer, really, okay? So the Ten of Swords tells me something is coming to an end, but I will actually pull a card on it, because Ten of Swords can actually mean a point of epiphany where everything changes. And when I apply the Knight of Swords to your energy, this is about you responding differently this time. It's about, you know, you opening yourself up to positive outcomes, adapting to a new way of thinking, behaving, knowing that you want a certain person or a certain thing in a relationship and going after it and not actually settling for second best, okay? The Knight of Swords is very goal-oriented, someone who is very courageous and brave, and despite circumstances still gets up and shows up and, you know, finds what they're looking for, because this knight in particular is someone who achieves the goal and with integrity, someone who's honest, open, and caring and kind as well there. Now, this could also indicate that, you know, you've had experiences and you've learned from the past. So now I feel like you're reacting to situations from the past in a different way, where you're decluttering, you're getting clear on how to cut out old ways of responding or doing things differently. Especially if an ex comes in, I feel like you're like turning your back to this person, someone who, you know, really isn't delivering what they say they're going to do, or just something feels off. I feel like you're cutting things out that are no longer serving you or no longer feel healthy in your life as well. What is the potential position? We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is, investment. And it can indicate, namely, that you're focusing on your projects, you're focusing on your money at this time. And, I feel like you're keeping your eyes peeled for, your own independence and, doing life on your own terms. I feel like you're actually not looking for love when you meet this new person. But the Ten of Pentacles, when it comes to love, actually indicates security, high-level commitment, a marriage, getting married to a person that you're going to be with long-term. That security, that knowingness that you've met the one. So I definitely see, since I pulled a card and clarified that Page of Wands, this new person who's entering your life, this is the one. Okay, so again, apologies if you're talking to someone right now and you're wondering where it's going. If you continuously question it and you're not sure, then again, that is your answer. But if this person you're talking to at the moment is actually showing you with action that they want to progress the relationship, then I feel that's your soulmate, that's your person. Okay, so I feel, yeah, you know your relationship yourself, but I feel with the Ten of Swords being present in your near future position, this tends to tell me that something is coming to an end, okay? But it can also, as I said, an end to an old way of thinking, especially since it's opposing a Knight of Swords there, okay? So this can be that you're taking action, but you're not allowing your past to influence you or govern you in the way that you have like a new start in life, okay? I feel this is about you opening yourself up to recovering, new start, moving on from the past, and, really like, again, it's like responding differently to challenging situations. Some of you may even be shy and be like, well, how do I get myself back out there? But I feel like actually you're doing something for you because, we've got the Nine of Swords here, which means, you're a little bit cautious, a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious. But the Eight of Pentacles, external circumstances, 8 is the number of the self. So I feel like you're doing something for you or something that you're going to enjoy or invest in for yourself. And, you're not even going to realize it, but then suddenly the universe is putting someone new in your path and there's a spark. So let me just pull a card on that Ten of Swords for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The Chariot card, you're moving on. Yeah. So Chariot card, some of you may have even planned travel. I definitely get a sense here. This new person, they may also be into cars, okay? Because I'm actually seeing like racetrack cars. This could be something that they watch, or it could be something that they take part in. And again, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. Or they could have like a family member who races cars. There's some sort of connection to car racing with this person. It could even be that they work for a company that manufactures stuff for like Formula One or car racing or something like that. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but it's... Thanks so much. I'm truly grateful. They're giving me right now that, and by they, my guides, I'm being given that you are taking responsibility for your actions and recognize that you are the master or the mistress of your own journey and you're taking control. So I feel like you are making some major decisions to overcome difficulties, take action, and change your outcome narrative. I feel like you're changing your story. And I feel this year, 2024, is a big year for you to meet your soulmate. And it starts with a spark of passion and chemistry between someone new here. And this person, I feel like they could be from... I get an energy that they are traveling in some way, so they may travel for work. But also, I get a sense here that this person... they want to settle down, so I feel like they will settle in your hometown or wherever you are based right now. I feel like they will settle, or they have been from another place in the world and they're settled in where you live right now, the area you live in. Okay, that's coming through strongly. And thanks so much, I'm truly grateful. They're also giving me that one of your dates with this person will be, it will be suggested to go to like a museum or some sort of exhibition regarding hieroglyphics. Okay, so of course that connects to like the Egyptian period, but the Egyptian civilization where they did all the hieroglyphics. So, I mean, they're just showing me hieroglyphics. So I see that there's something about an exhibition regarding that. So it may be like third, fourth, fifth date down the line, but they're just showing me that. So I'm just going to leave it like that as well. But you're moving on from the past. Now we do have the Nine of Swords, okay? Nine of Swords is a call to have faith, because it's like silencing the inner critic. And I feel that's one of the things that you've promised yourself this year in 2024, that you're going to do that. Nine of Swords indicates that you're someone who is a little bit anxious about your love life, or worried that perhaps there's nobody coming right now for you. But I feel that's all about to change for you, and there's nothing to worry about. I'm also getting an energy here that some of you may be under pressure in some area of your life, and you're just trying to like sort stuff out, sort your finances, sort your projects. And some of you may have even like sought help or self-help books in some way regarding love. But I feel it's really important. You're just your wonderful, authentic self, and this person loves you for you. So no amount of books or revelatory kind of like self-help online is going to help you meet this person quicker or, you know, slower. I feel like you're meant to meet this person no matter what, whether you read those books or not. And I'm not saying don't read those books. I'm not here to advocate for anything either, but I feel like there's nothing to worry about, and that you're going to attract the person who is meant for you in the time that you're meant to meet them, because divine timing is playing a part in this, okay? Also, some of you need to get better sleep. Nine of Swords is like, you know, not sleeping very well, you know, having sleep disrupted in some way. So I feel some of you may be looking at that as well right now. But we've got the Eight of Pentacles as your external circumstances. 8 is the number of the self, of course. I feel like you've been doing a lot of learning about yourself, but ultimately you've been investing in yourself. And I feel one of the lessons you're meant to learn is about self-love, unconditional self-love, and not over-giving in a relationship. Now, something that is coming up in everybody's reading, you know, there seems to be a common collective theme this month for every reading, which is about overgiving. And when we're in a relationship, right at the beginning, the first 3 months, like honeymoon period, we feel like the person that we've just met is like the best thing since sliced bread. We're on cloud 9. And when we actually treat that person like they are the best thing since sliced bread, which is of course important, we must be mindful not to put that person on a pedestal, because when we do that, we inadvertently put ourselves below that person and we shift the dynamics. So remember reciprocity, okay? Give and take in a relationship. If you're booking things for you and this person to do, make sure you allow them time to find a place to book for you and them to go as well. You know, there has to be reciprocity there. You can't be doing all the legwork in a relationship. So I'm definitely seeing that happening there too. Now, the Eight of Pentacles actually connects to learning. This could be a course of learning, could be a hobby, something that you're doing. Eight of Pentacles is about investment in, you know, knowledge, gaining new knowledge, a craft or upskilling in some way. So I definitely see that on your way to reaching a goal that is a personal milestone for you, or it's connected to your life's purpose, this is where you have the highest potential to meet this new person. And I feel like you're going to embrace the opportunity to go deeper on something and inadvertently meet this person, okay? Now, this person could be a mentor or could work in education as well, is what I'm seeing there. But ultimately, you meet this person doing something for yourself. It's almost like you don't even notice that this person is flirting with you at first. And then this person has to be like, so do you want to catch a movie, or you want to go out for a drink? Or they have to be like, it's almost like they have to up the ante a little bit to really highlight that actually they're very interested in you and they want to ask you out. Okay, so this person's going to go that extra mile to do that because they are very interested. Now, we do have the Temperance card. This is a hope and a fear position, okay? Now, the Temperance card is all about balance and harmony. So you're hoping you meet someone who doesn't tip the balance because, of course, you're a Libra energy, so you're all about remaining in a state of harmony. But I feel, you know, it's very important that this person that you meet does not rush into things, okay? Because I feel like you want to take things, you know, passionate but slow, making sure that you build a solid foundation there, okay? Now, It can also indicate that sometimes you may have rushed into things in the past, but you're highly aware of this. And also, the person you're about to meet is very attractive, but so are you. And I feel like some of you may feel a little bit frustrated, perhaps from situations from the past, if they got attention from other people. And I'm not saying that you're jealous or that you have insecurity in any shape or form, but you may have had people in the past that you were connected to who kind of played on the energy just to exert some level of control over you, to make sure that you did what they wanted, emotional manipulation in some way. And I feel you're not about to meet anyone who's going to do that. This new person is not like that at all, okay? This person's actually connected in some way to your life's purpose. Either they do something that you do already, or that you're going to do if you've booked something new. It could even be that they work in the same career as you, but not the same building. Also, if you're retired, it could be that they used to do what you did also. There's some sort of common ground there. And I actually feel that they are completely in alignment with your true life's purpose path. You're meant to be with this person. And your outcome energy, we've got the Ace of Wands. Aces are divinely guided. They are gifts from the universe. So this means this person, there is a spark of chemistry with this person. They're very original. This person, they're not like anybody else that you've ever dated. Also, very passionate, intense connection. It will transform your life. I feel that, because you're daring to do something different in your world, the universe is actually putting this person on your path, because we're all tested from time to time. And although I don't like it myself, I recognize it is to make us stronger, or to put us in a position of change in our life so that we can be on the right path. So if you have a calling to do something, and with the Ace of Wands, they're all wands there, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, this indicates someone new who is passionate, intense, but you're also doing something that you're passionate about. Okay, you're changing some aspect of your life because you feel a little bit stagnant or stuck. And this is the year where you change everything regarding your love life. So I definitely see that it's a time to dream big and bold. When you meet this person, even though at first you may be like, are they flirting with me? Did they have interest in me? I feel there's this energy of you not really getting it at first. And this person has to really go yeah, I want to go out on a date. I'm asking you out to the movies, or I'm asking you out somewhere, even for a walk in the park. And then I feel, there's this feeling that you just know that you're going to settle down with this person, okay? So I'm just going to move on and get some final cards before we close this reading. Now, this deck, it can be guidance about what the lesson is whilst we are single, for example, and waiting for the one. But it also can be indicating what is to come. So your first card there was self-worth. And I definitely picked up that in this reading. So this is about the way you look at yourself, the way you value yourself, and recognize that past situations, it's not you. It's not who you are. It may have shaped who you are, influenced the way that you operate in love, but ultimately I feel like you're disconnecting and finding confidence in yourself. And you've been in a period of self-reflection and personal development for some time, just in order to create balance and keep that level of harmony. It's no accident that you got the balance card here for you to create that level of peace and serenity in your world. And really interesting, there's two hearts on this yin-yang, okay? And I feel it's really important that you recognize two hearts that are meant to be together are coming together as one. And in harmony. This person, although they've got a lot of fire in their chart, they may also have some air in their chart, namely Libra, so they may, understand you on a deeper level as well. Now, of course, we have respect there, two hands, holding hands. This person, they're going to want to show you off. They're going to be really proud to walk by your side. And I definitely see that this person is mature enough to take the relationship of love with you further. And finally, look, you got another ring. So that really highlights, even in a different deck, that there's a commitment coming in for you. This will lead to a high-level commitment like marriage if you want it. Of course, not everybody's going to want to get married. Some of you may want to just move in with your person. Whatever level of commitment you want, it's available to you with this new person, okay? But I feel a deeply devoted person is coming your way, and I feel, this one, it's the one. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Okay. I was just asked to go again. Bizarre. Never am I asked to go again. Okay, that's so random. So we have the first rune, we've got destiny. Okay, this is the dice rune. This is about, the mystery of destiny, how suddenly things can just change unexpectedly overnight. And I feel like you're going to meet this person quite by surprise and everything changes. Now, also this rune can connect to secrets. Okay, and that did come up in this reading. So again, remember, your story, it's personal to you, and you get to choose whether you want to reveal a part of yourself or not. So don't ever feel forced to or the pressure to, it's your decision. Also, we have the dragon. Now, this is the year of the dragon. So either you're meeting someone who is born in the year of the dragon, or this just means the year of the dragon is the year that you're going to find your soulmate. Okay. Also, a symbol or a sign of a dragon may also be relevant. We've got the owl there, which represents knowledge. So I definitely see that you're going to meet this person at a place of knowledge. And, knowledge comes in many forms. For some reason, I'm just seeing like a bus stop timetable. So it could even mean that you're about to meet someone like boarding a bus and you ask them, the time of the next bus. That's information. It's somewhere where you learn something, maybe. I don't know. They're just showing me randomly an image of a bus timetable. So either someone out there is listening to this and is looking at a bus timetable and I'm picking up on your energy, or it may become relevant in this relationship. Maybe that they live across town and you have to take like a different bus service to get there, and you find yourself looking at the bus timetable and going, this was one of the signs. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, we've got the peace symbol here as well, so very peaceful, loving relationship, something that is without drama. We've also got the money bags. Okay, now in terms of love, the money bag represents investment. So also it indicates a lot of your focus on your projects, on your money, okay? But I feel this person, they're worth their weight in gold, is what I just heard. Worth their weight in gold. And finally, we have, this is the cutest little thing. I've never seen this trinket before. It's this tiny little bird on a branch. Now, birds represent, especially on branches, they represent like new energy, new arrivals, but it can also be a sign or a symbol. Some of you may doodle like little birds, and it's a correlation to that. But I feel that this person, it's almost like you're getting a bird's eye view of your life when you meet this person, and you can see this new person in it, okay, long term. I feel like this person's going to stick around. So I'm going to leave it like that. I hope, okay, sorry, before I leave, they're showing me an image of a robin redbreast, okay, in the water. So this could indicate like an arrival of a little robin redbreast that you'll see, or maybe even just see one as an image on like a billboard or a poster, and it's on a branch or it's on something, and it's a symbol or sign that someone in spirit is helping you, guiding you towards this new person, okay? So look out for that as a sign as well. I'll leave that there, my beautiful Librans. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, I want you to be aware you have outcome energy of wands, which is really fast energy. So because the Ten of Swords is present as well in your near future energy, it means something big is ending for you first before you meet this new person. But suddenly after that, everything is quite quick. So I really want you to be aware. This reading's for the next 6 weeks. So I feel there is a high potential that you'll meet this person in the next 6, maybe 8 weeks' time. Okay, and then you'll take it from there. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, and love and light.